Hey, welcome back everybody. This is going to be a good one, okay? We're going to talk about everything we know so far about the UK and their connection with Ripple and XRP. All of this research was displayed on a really good thread by Crypto Insights UK on Twitter. The link to his profile and the tweet that I'm talking about is in the description. Check him out, follow him. He releases some amazing research. So while much of the stuff that we're about to talk about I did know, it wasn't displayed in such a way where it was nice and easy to read or understand. And so, massive thank you to Crypto Insights UK. First of all, let's get started with the big boy, the Bank of England. If you go over to the Bank of England's website and type in Ripple, you get 150 something results and 146 documents that you can read. In one of those documents, we realize that Bank of England have been testing Ripple since 2017. I'm just going to read that over here. We carried out a proof of concept with Ripple to explore the synchronized movement of two different currencies across two different real-time gross settlement systems, RTGS, using Ripple Connect and the Interledger protocol. We wanted to demonstrate how this kind of synchronization might lower settlement risk and improve the speed and efficiency of cross-border payments. What do you think happened as a result of that, right? They obviously got what they wanted out of that. Ripple and XRP offer exactly what they were looking for in that instance. So they've been testing this stuff since 2017. And actually, I've looked even further on the Bank of England website. They've been training people since January this year. So we've gone through that testing phase. We've gone through the training phase. And now we're in initiation phase. And when they turn it on, that's going to be mega. And to kind of piggyback on top of that, the Bank of England released another document. The results of the proof of concept with Ripple are now published. And this is where the Bank of England published their blueprint for RTGS moving forward and how Ripple is set up after their testing to provide that. And to quote the Bank of England, the proof of concept was a powerful exercise to develop the bank's understanding of synchronization and possible technical solutions. In other words, Ripple showed promise in offering RTGS. And we seem to be talking about Bank of England a lot here, but they do run the show. The next thing we know is that the Bank of England selected Ripple to participate in their FinTech Accelerator. And the goal of this test was to show everyone the movement of two different currencies across two different RTGS systems. And obviously they're focusing on speed and efficiency and cross-border payments. And this is essentially showing how the new system, Ripple, can integrate with the old system and create that kind of seamless takeover. And now we're moving into the digital pound. This is the UK CBDC. And we know that over time, Ripple board members and high up people in Ripple have been moving all around the world to be involved with different governments. I wonder why they're doing that. What's the reason for that? Well, it's because these people who have worked at Ripple understand the technology to such a degree that they can explain it to help change countries' way of operating, right? We have Ripple employees or ex-employees going to countries to advise the countries on how to operate moving forward. Why would they be doing that? Why would they be doing that if Ripple wasn't about to take over the world? They're getting everyone ready. They're dispersing themselves, their team all around the world to make sure that everyone's ready to go when the flip needs to be switched. When the switch needs to be flipped, can somebody tell me what it is? Can you put it in the comments whether it's flip the switch or switch the flip? I don't know. So Ripple's head of policy has actually moved to be a chair on the British Pound Foundation. We have a Ripple employee advising on the digital pound, and her name is Susan Friedman. She's probably worth a follow on Twitter. And then we come into April 2022, where the Economic Secretary of the Treasury comes out and talks about the steps the UK is taking to take a position as a global hub for crypto asset technology. And that was supplemented by a document that the government released, reaffirming that statement. But two takeaways from that speech that he made. He said the implementation of a regulatory sandbox in the cryptocurrency space would be starting around the beginning of 2023. And one of the questions that Crypto Insight UK had about that part was he was wondering if the UK could one day issue a debt instrument using DLT. And as an example to explain what that last sentence meant, could the UK one day offer mortgages? A mortgage is an example of a debt instrument using distributed ledger technology. And what have I talked about when we hear distributed ledger technology? It means Ripple, right? Because Ripple's the only one offering distributed ledger technology. And so quite clearly, this excited him, this excites me, so let's dive into that more. As we know, the XRPL harnesses distributed ledger technology. And so if the UK stands currently at £1.95 trillion of debt, could the UK look to issue a sovereign debt on the XRP ledger? And just to clarify, a sovereign debt is a debt issued by the government or an independent political entity. And then admittedly, Crypto Insights UK says we're now delving into the more speculative side of things, but I thought it was interesting to share anyway. Larson, who's a Ripple co-founder, he went to London to speak to Sadiq Khan, to see how they might be able to create one day a Silicon London, obviously trying to be the head of technology around the world, essentially alluding to the fact that London is ready to take over. And so this explains all the stuff with the Bank of England being so far ahead in the previous examples that I gave. Also interestingly, on August the 1st, 2022, Chris Larson resigned as a director of Ripple in the UK. So like I said, when these Ripple executives, they start moving away from Ripple, they're usually going somewhere to help the process along on the other side. And in addition to that, Ripple in the UK changed their company name. Maybe that is irrelevant. Maybe it's part of the plan. And as Crypto Insights rightly says here, it seems like he's probably gone to work for the Bank of England. Exactly what I just said. And finally, again, a really interesting date in mid-November. In London, Ripple are hosting a Swell event. Usually at these events, something big is announced. So what are we about to see in November with the Bank of England at this Swell event? Are we talking about a wholesale digital pound? Are we talking about sovereign debt being issued? And it all makes sense based on everything we've gone through before. Mid-November seems crazy right now. And I also want to say thank you again to Crypto Insights UK for offering this amazing rundown of where we stand in the UK with Ripple and XRP. In an upcoming video, actually, in fact, probably the next video, I'm going to make a timeline of events. I think this is something we all need to pay attention. Record all of those events that are happening, set reminders for when they're happening and stuff, just if you want to be involved. If you want to sit back and watch, then obviously you don't need to do anything. Just do you. I think it would be useful to have all the dates in kind of one place that you can come and watch the video just to show you what's coming up in the next couple of months and why mid-November seems to be so bullish for me. There's just too many events happening at that time for it to be a coincidence. Anyway, thought that was an interesting video. If you enjoyed it, please do hit subscribe. Go over and follow Crypto Insights UK on all of his social medias. Twitter's the one I found it on, and that's linked below. If you're looking to buy XRP, I've found a place where you can do that with zero trading fees, zero buy and sell limits. We know that Crypto.com has had issues with the amount of XRP you can buy. They're starting to squeeze their butt cheeks on the XRP, so just like I predicted, all of these exchanges are going to start squeezing and limiting what you can do with your XRP. So I found one that has no KYC, you don't have to go through that whole process. You can just buy the XRP with zero trading fees and no limits. Like that XRP is readily available immediately. So register in the link below. All of those benefits that I've just talked about, those apply to the first 100 people. So make sure you get down there and do that. There are other links to buy XRP if you are so interested. I would advise just buying across the board here just to make sure that you're part of an exchange where you can access XRP if some of them start falling off, which they inevitably will. If you don't have a cold storage wallet, for goodness sake, get a cold storage wallet, move all of your crypto to the cold storage wallet. Again, the official links for the Ledger, the one I use, and the Decent biometric wallet is in the description. Use the links in the description because they are the official links. Do not get these things from a third-party entity like Amazon. Anyway, it's heating up. I know the price has gone down, but don't worry, guys. We'll get there eventually. Stay emotionless, and I'll see you in the next one.